Hey viewers, and welcome back to Let's Play Citizen Sleeper. We got some good rolls here. When we last left off, I met a sentient vending machine, which I guess considering I'm just a clone... Am I a clone? I'm a reproduction. A weird body isn't so strange. Now, I did find out that fulfilling these drives gives me levels. So, let's turn this off for now, because I don't need a vial of stabilizer right now. Let's go investigate some wreckage instead. So what do we got here? Winterlight, the wrecked cutter Dragos is brought into Sellish has a history to discover. Dragos' nerve. Okay. So if I do this, let's just see what the negatives are. Oh. Probably not good. Hang on, what does my ability let me do? Interface gives me bonus cryo. Okay, so let's see if I can do one of those here. Engineer or intuit? Neither. Okay. Can I do either of these? Seems like this would be a good 100% positive. Yeah, let's do that. So, cut this up. Guard clearance, 16 cryo. Excellent. Now, back over here. Come on. Oh, there you go. Okay, positive, neutral, that's fine. 50-50. Let's do some of this. Neutral outcome, plus winter light. Okay, so... not great, but I could do it again. I guess the problem here is I don't want that to tick too far over, so let's leave that for now. This thing is fixing itself. Can't rewire the drones again. So that's done. That's slowly ticking up, so that'll be a couple of cycles here. I could hurry up with engineering, but... oh, the freighter's here. Buy some scrap. Okay. Oof, so that's dangerous. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I guess that's a couple of timed things here. So that thing's not coming back yet. Okay, let's catch up with Feng. Sleeper. Feng catches your attention as you approach the Havenage building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way, security, all that. Gives you a look. You know. He slams a button and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Feng inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates and things you don't recognize that glow with a blue screen light. There's a chorus of hum that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Feng leans on a server stack and gestures around. You like it? Like what? What is all this? He taps a nearby server stack which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from this sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block, speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, AE-1, the one Solheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they're seeing a constant, a concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We are keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from these corporate origins. He stops. At least, that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines. They hum all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you? Alright. It sounds like he knows I can see the subnet that I've been doing the hacking bits on. I'm being chased by a tentacled dog with the Eye of Sauron for a head. Let's be honest. I can see it. It makes sense. Oh, let's get this dialogue. It makes sense, right? You're between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light up this place like a beacon. That's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run, though. They are tracking me. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place, subsystems I can't see, access protocols lost to time and decay, secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Havenage, there is old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those bad old days. You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He winks. What do you say, Sleeper? Yeah? Let's help more people. I'm in. Fang pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. He meets Shy. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Fang passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift, he smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate, and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing you whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above? He nods at the ceiling. Have granted me an acquisitions budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. He slams the door button again. Keep it quiet and keep it clean, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You step, blinking, back out into the passage. Those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Okay. New drive. What do we got now? Disable your tracker. Help Fang chase his leads. I don't really need a whole lot of food right now. Away with you. Ooh, 100 cryo. Okay, I got some work to do. I thought the stabilizer would be expensive. I didn't think it'd be that expensive. Let's do some hacking, shall we? Is it just that easy to hack a hunter nest? This nest is a tangle of algorithms recursively generated, generating possible Solheim communication nodes. Oh, nice. There's my perk. Extract data. Neutral outcome, 100 plus 100 data. Okay. So this needs a Solheim cipher, which I got. Fangs, let's do it. Gate has 7 access, -1 Solheim cipher. Okay. Havenage agent. A Havenage member is broadcasting on the open network from here, leaving them open to data extraction. Let's do it. Havenage data, okay. So no one actually wants that yet, so maybe leave the Havenage stuff alone for now, but... Oh. Okay. So he's definitely following me. I should probably do some more stuff with the Winterlight. 50-50 again. Ah, neutral outcome. Oh well. Definitely have to finish this before Drago's nerve breaks. So I guess that's it for now. To get some more high rolls though, because 100, that's a lot of cryo to get a stabilizer. Okay. Well, let's get some noodles. So I have to do that still, and I definitely need the food, so... energy plus fungus fan, minus 15 cryo. Expensive, but that'll get me a level up as well. In the meantime, so I got some data, right? Deliver data? Oh no, I didn't. Crap. So use Solheim data, which I have Hunter and Havenage, so I did that wrong. Check the Hunter here. So that's Havenage. Havenage. Solheim, okay. This is what I need. Match of 3. Right? Yeah, bypass. Solheim demon attempts to protect this node. Now can I do that again? No. Node's inactive. Okay. That's a 4 or 2, either of those. So 1. This node is leaking corrupted contractor lists from the early days in the system's Palladium rush. 5. Alright. That's all I can do here, so... Oh, yeah. Every time I do that, the Hunter gets closer. That's bad news. Okay, so his nerve is ticking. 50% positive, 50% neutral. But I need to finish the Winterlight before I finish cutting it up, I think. So if I... 75% chance. I'll take it. We need the money. Yes. Let's try and push through this then. All right. Getting there, 72. And that's it for the day, I think. How that... Oh, no, I can go here and I can give that guy that data and give Thing the data I got. It's paying me well. That is paying me pretty well. Alright, we got enough for the stabilizer when we need it. I guess we're actually pretty far to the good. Yeah, because I don't think I want to buy a stabilizer right away. Can't afford this yet either, can I? Ooh. Do I want to... I kind of want to expand this area and just see what we can do. But then I don't have enough to afford food, let alone a stabilizer. Let's sleep on it. This time. So if I finish this, then I'm done. The cutter might just go away. So let's work on this instead. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. Can't quite finish the whole thing. Haven't been as lucky with the forensic trawling as I have been. Scrap item. Useful salvage. Okay, so I can sell that too. Just power Do I just power through this thing? Straight through? Yeah, let's do it. Nailed it. Alright, so I've finished this thing up. So now do I click here? Oh! Squeeze into the office at the entrance to the yard. You lay out everything you have on the winter light across the middle desk. Your makeshift forensic notes glow on Dragos' old writing slate, overlapping lines and scrawled annotations. A set of drone scans fill the small terminal with a spectrum of colors, a heat map of damage and decay. A crumpled printout from the office's ship registry lies beside them, synthetic paper so thin it is almost transparent. It's the printout. A plain list shows the registration history of the Winterlight, the gaps between the entries tantalizingly opaque. Its first registration was a couple of thousand cycles ago on this very station, logged to the central hub. So that's a couple of years, because I think a cycle is a day, so you know, it could be 8-9 years ago, maybe? From here, the registry tells the story of a busy ship, one that rarely stayed on station for more than a few cycles, and often took on voyages that kept it away from the eye for up to 100 cycles. The Winterlight got little rest. Book them on. Reactor failure. That is the verdict that anyone would have returned after a cursory glance at these stacked heat maps of the remains of the Winterlight. On the terminal screen, the ship is shown in section, blotches of color marking the approximate damage the ship sustained. Dominating the view is a single blood-red rose radiating from the ship's fraction drive. The simple story: a catastrophic failure of the drive core, leading to a fatal hull breach. A well-documented failure, likely brought on by wear or misuse. But you aren't looking at the rose of the reactor. You are looking at a smaller, paler mark, one that might be easy to miss at first glance. It is thumbprint-sized and delicately placed over the control servos for the ship's main external airlock. It suggests a controlled, shaped explosion, one designed to punch through the hull and allow access to the airlock from the outside. You are looking at it because it is troubling you. Look at the slate. Your attempts at a reconstruction of the Winterlight before its fatal accident consists of a series of overlapping sketches and diagrams, showing possible layouts and configurations of the gutted cutter. This was no off-the-shelf model. It was heavily modified, parts replaced with inventive configurations, the new retrofitted into the old, handmade joints and reconditioned filters. This was someone's pride and joy, a lifetime project kept running with care and intuition. It also contained a set of hidden compartments. You missed them at first, where the hull had been thickened, the corners rounded to disguise the change, but there they are. An old ship, many cycles under its belt, carefully maintained. Reactor failure preceded by a carefully concealed external entry, a suite of hidden compartments tucked away. This was the Winterlight, and this was its story. But that's not the full story, because there's something else. It is little more than a list, a tiny chunk of data you were able to pull from the ship's systems. The main systems were fried, of course, but the Winterlight had a separate system, one tucked away in one of its hidden compartments, armored, air-walled. This list, the only recoverable piece of the whole system, is a partial inventory. It details the contents of the hidden compartments. Some of it you recognize, some of it you don't. Shipmind ROMs, shimmer, cryochain codes, and then the final entry. Passenger, sleeper. You stare at the list on the terminal and try not to think about what it was like arriving here, in the cold for so long, half frozen in the freight container. Had this sleeper been smarter? Luckier? How would they convince the Winterlight, a smuggler ship if you ever saw one, to extract them from SNR? Luckier, you laugh. There had been no remains found in any of the Winterlight's compartments. You had checked. They weren't so lucky, you guess. Not in the end. You hold up a vial of stabilizer to the light. This was all you find in their compartment. A parting gift from SNA or SNORB. Well, won't go to waste now. You put it back in your pocket. Stabilizer! The thought still bothers you, though. 2 ships carrying sleepers coming into the same yard? 2, one after the other. That feels wrong. You flick back and forth between datasets in the terminal, thinking. You see that thumbprint again, the mark of someone trying to get in. Someone who entered the Winterlight with precision and speed, and when they were done, left the reactor to clean up the rest. The thought of that person makes you shiver. Suddenly, the office door creaks open. Drago stands in the doorway, staring at the equipment and notes you have assembled. What's all this? He snatches the slate from the desk, faster than you realize he can move. You run an investigation here? What am I paying you for? The drone on his shoulder starts whining shrilly, his anger passing it through his implants. Where's the ship from? Leave this alone. He starts shaking his head. I know you have a lot of questions, but this isn't the way. He turns away, muttering to himself. This is the last thing I need. Who is bringing you these ships? Dragos freezes, suddenly angry. Why are you asking? Looking to get us both killed? We cut these things up. That's our part. Their part is something I don't want to know. Drago seems to steady himself and then turns back to you. The heat map of the reactor failure reflected in his headset's glassy eyes. I've given you a place to stay. I've given you work. He stumbled over the words, unsure what to say. There's plenty others who would have sold you on, turned you in. But not me, no. I know. He softens. Look, you've helped me too. He quiets the drone. I've done well by you, and you return the favor. He straightens up and clears his throat. But this obsession you have with the ship isn't going to work for me. I can't have you making my clients nervous. Can't have you digging up whatever it is you're after. You can't work here anymore. The guy saved my life, so fine. Dragos reaches across to you and flicks off the terminal. As the light of the monitor dies, a kind of eerie calm falls on both of you. Whatever this was, it's done. You made it out, Sleeper. That means you have to move on. Someone killed that ship and its crew. You want to meet them? He shakes his head. We are done here. In the dark, Dragos' headset glints, and you wish for a moment you could see his eyes and meet them. Maybe then you would understand. You get up from the desk and Dragos gathers the notes, stuffing them into a pocket of his overalls. He holds the door for you, his headset as expressionless as always. You can stay in the container. I won't take that from you. Don't come back. His tone is final, definite, with an edge of disappointment. When you walk out of the office and then out of the yard, not stopping to look back. Well. You leave the yard, thumbing the vial in your pocket, knowing that this, at least, guarantees you a little more time. And as you walk, your mind once again drifts to the person who killed the Winterlight, and whether or not that person will come for you. Well, that's a sad ending. But, you know, I like that, though. Again, like, it makes sense. Everyone's got to look after their own, and their generosity only goes so far. But now I've got a vial of stabilizer, which is going to buy me time. So, with that in mind, now I can sell this, but I won't say how much. So I can gamble to make cryo, play the exchange to it. But I think I'm going to, since I have that stabilizer now, I've got enough money to pay for this. So let's open things up. Pay the low-end toll. You hand over the chits to the Yatagan enforcer and he nods you through. Oh. Whoa, okay, there's a lot. Huh. How many areas to explore now? Oh, well, first let's do my upgrade here. Alright. Do I want to save for that and really lean with the hacking? Photosynthetic. And these are all good. You know what? Let's get rid of that -1. First of all. So that way if I have a 6, I can at least do enduring. So actually we've got a lot to do. Just like these are all +1s, and then so basically need 3 upgrade points to go from here. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof, that's a lot. Alright, what's in Founder's Gap? Pay for passage to get the gate. Oh man, 150 cryo. Okay, so more area to unlock. Let's not do that yet. Scale the spoke. Enter the spoke. Alright, let's not worry about those just yet, since it's risky and dangerous. Block maintenance. Helping us a good way to make friends. Low ender. No one knows you here. You'll need to change that if you want access to the low end's residence and facilities. Or play Tavla. So, costs you money, but... Alright. Well, I need the food. So let's do this. Plus, this will finish off Fungus Family at a better level. Oh. Sleeper. Enfys calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes. I don't know if I can do a booming voice right now. My throat's a little raw from doing too much Dragos, but I guess we're done with him. Tell me a story. He throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his wok, the fire leaping up to meet the oil. I see you, cycle in, cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story. What kind? Any kind. He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle into the wok. But one of yours. He looks up at you. Nothing stolen. You pause. The spice is rich in your nostrils. Think about the kind of story you'd like to tell, Enfys. You look at Enfys, the listener, and imagine he's heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy a strange story, something with some spice. Let's tell him about the dreams. All the sleepers, you tell Enfys, had dreams. Some were simple, memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds and would come up when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorms scream or cry out in the night. It's got dark. But your dreams, those gray, skeletal afterimages of systems and structures, of threads and patterns, weren't like the others. They weren't memories or nightmares. They were reflections of reality. Distorted, yes, but somehow true. You learned, back then, to keep quiet about them, let them flow through your mind like water. That was until now, until you arrived in this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip behind your eyelids with every blink. And now you understand that they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of living in another world that flows through this one like smoke through air. You tell them that you do not know if there is a reason for your dreams. Perhaps, you reason, it is just some side effect, a particular quality of the frame you inhabit. But whatever it is a gift, and you hope to make use of it. Enfys finishes cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper, he smiles. You are quite the storyteller. He eyes you, and you realize that he's trying to gauge how honest you've been in your story. Enfys passes you the meal he has cooked, and you take it gratefully. As you eat, he talks, a natural exchange. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks around at the emptying market. But my time is done for today. I do not want to keep you longer, so make a proposal. He gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind his stall. These are good enough for most, but someone told me a story that made me think a couple of cycles ago. They said that across the gap, in the Greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard this? No. Neither had I, but I trust the one who told me. Enfys begins packing up his things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap, and I worry about leaving my things behind. He smiles. I'm sure a storyteller like you could handle the trip. I will prepare them for you, and if you wish to tell it, be the audience for another story. Alright. Good, booms Enfys. Then I will wait for you to bring them. Enfys sighs his walk away and straightens up. I will prepare a recipe then, Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. You turn away and walk away, back into the main market, the rich taste of Enfys' food still lingering in your mouth. Stories for food, you think. A trade that seems more than fair. Another new drive? Yep. Bring Enfys to roll. Okay, so that didn't actually finish the level up. That's fine. Now you're leaving. I could buy some scrap. Then where's... Oh, and I don't have money either from... Can't do that anymore. Dragos kicked me out. Oh, bar shift. Okay, I can do that now. Nice. this going. Getting there. Okay, so I've got some more options for work, then that's good. Let's do some hacking, though. Ooh, Hunter's getting awfully close. So I need more... another cipher to do that. Yeah, I take damage. That's new. Some gang enforcement implants are chirping out comm signals. Tell me see what they're talking about. Nice. That was a good skill. Oh. Sharp stabby thing. Okay. So do I have more? No. Now does this knock it back? What you can gather, this nest contains thousands of name strings. These are Lin's Eye residents. So I do this. I don't get to leave, so I think the hunter's gonna come for me. A glimmer in the dark catches your eye as the orb of Hunter's head appears in the distance. He's looking for you. Hide? You slip down into the ghostly structures of the eye, a feeling like passing through a cloud as their data structures deform and reform around you. Another glimmer catches your eye, closer now, that roving orb wreathed in tentacles. It flickers, jumps once, twice, and then it is here. Hunter is here. Entity, submit to inquiry. Hunter reaches for you in that unpleasantly familiar way, its waving threads creating a cage. Struggle. You push against the threads as they close in, becoming frenzied as you push them aside. You are caught by whipping tendrils and feel them pulling you away from the anchor of your body. You push through, clearing the threads. Entity, hold for processing. Comes the scream from behind. You are already gliding away, back to your anchor, your body. You awake, dizzy, distorted, but safe. Ooh, so that cost me some condition. Okay. That's fair, but at least I got away. I honestly wasn't sure what would happen. So, I wonder if I work at the bar if I can stop Ooh, yeah, because they're looking for me, right? So, maybe I want to get out of here. Some work. 100% positive. So what's this here? So no good service, we'll take that out. So even that's 50-50 neutral negative. It's not great. Okay, so when that cycle finishes, it just left. So, yeah. Do I have more data for you? No. But there is that guy looking for the Haven data. The Seal Dock. The Hunter data. Neo event. So I need one more of these. Alright, let's see if I can find something in the, Oh, there's one. Match it with a 3. we had luck with these ones of yours. Oh, no, there we go. Little cryo. Oh, chirping comms to us again, so let's extract this data here. Is that it for we can work with? Keynote. Let's do it. Nice. Made some decent money doing these today. And one encrypted key. This personal terminal is empty apart from a single high-level encryption locked by access protocols, which is mine now. Now, where can I go to use this thing? The gate all the way back here. Can I use that? Nope. Okay, well, I can't do anything with that now, and I'm out of dice, so let's... see if I can at least get one thing off my back. Oh. Okay, that was weird. Did not like the finishing that last data, apparently. Okay, let's go talk to Neovend. Neovend is thrumming with excitement. The movement of the servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder if it fell over, would Neovend be able to get back up? That's a fair question. Sleeper entity, comes the hiss. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrawls at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neovend flashes sequences of mangled data, compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Outlived. Station was run by administrator intelligences. Huge databanks of corporate material, but limited cognition, restricted by programming. Cannot reach sentience. The machine dims little. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Killer. The machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence what follows. Fear, killer. Part of Solheim protocol team. Hunter and killer. Hunter to find, killer to erase. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse there was a community. Unshackled intelligences among the cloud. Then Hunter. Then killer. Then we hid. There are others? Were. No longer. A flicker across the machine's monitors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this, through this machine, must be exhausting for Neovend. Found this vessel. Could sever hardline. Airwalled. Basic. Limited. Had to reduce memory to fit. Amputate self. But survived. Oh. So, it's like there's only one way to escape, and you had to cut your arm off to fit through. Except instead of cutting off an arm, you're taking out a piece of your brain. Yeah. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. You have provided path to freedom. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? You try to map the fear and freedom onto this space, but it seems impossible. Neovend interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry. Data is good. We have insight. The machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place, to invoke Killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will invoke Killer on self. Problem will solve self. It will erase itself? Killer will erase it. But yes, in theory, it will report itself for deletion. The machine dims and fades. Unsure. Theory, not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long in machine. Cannot move self, but sleeper entity can help. Bring shipmind. Designed to house intelligence. Can imprint self into shipmind and you can carry with. The machine rocks. We'll be safe in this isolation. Then we find main nest of Hunter and link to cloud. Where can I get a shipmind? Build from fragments. Buy. Salvage. We cannot leave, so do not know. You try to think of places you could acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In Shipmind, I can help us both. And Hunter. Make Grim safe. We both will be free. The machine dims. Find soon? Neovend adds hopefully, before shutting off. As you leave, you think about all the intelligences unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. So, shipment core, okay. I feel like I shouldn't have let this go on this long. Stalking in my container home. Okay. So got some pretty good rolls. Not gonna do a lot of hacking done though, but let's see what I can do for food. Ooh, finest condition, huh? And no pay, just... Alright, let's do it. That's gonna take a while. Okay, so filling a couple blocks here. Still getting really good results though, it kinda sucks. So how much what these rations do here? That's not bad. Let's work the shifts to get that money back. Nice. The answer is yes. Yes, I can. I don't feel like I have anywhere else to go except that container, and that's going to be like the next big thing that happens, so... Alright, so I can either eat, which doesn't do anything anymore, or old recipe. Okay, I've got to fill this up here. Fill up Trusted Trader, I get the old ship mine fabrication stack, so that answers that. So if I do this... Okay. So I've got to just put components in here to be able to get this. That's a lot of scrap I have to sell. It's interesting. I really like how all these things are interconnected. Let's... Might as well buy a stable. No. It's still low on money. Alright, let's call it a night here. I wonder if I could have... Oh. What do we got here? Skill upgrade required. Haggle over prices. Oh no. Oh, buy a ship mine fragment. Yeah, let's do that for sure. I'm gonna need those. Wait, can I... Definitely need... That's just money, so no point there. Doesn't really advance anything. Plus energy minus energy. I should probably try and finish one of these off before I just start all the clocks. Oh, right, that's the climbing. Let's see what we can do here. Nice. A little bit extra money, plus 2 yard hands, so that's halfway through. Fantastic. And then some hacking. Don't think Hunter's quite ready to delete me yet, but... What's this? Okay, Michigan. Solheim. That's what's... Oh, wait, no. +1, so I can match that too. Perfect. Bypass. This network storage holds corporate records, most of them corrupted by a failed system purge. Well, let's grab some of that. Get some plain old credit though, don't get. Okay, well, I'm gonna have plenty of data for this whenever I need it. Oh, and a little extra money. Alright, let's back out of here. No salvage. Definitely can't afford that stabilizer. Should probably eat something though. Stall. Even though I'm not really getting anything out of it, I think this is still 3 energy I get out of this. Yeah. Okay. Well, viewers, I think we'll actually leave it there. Cliffhanger! We'll see what happens next time when I go to sleep and that dangerous red clock fills. Maybe it'll be the end of the game. It seems a little unfair, but so I doubt it. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, viewers. Hope you were entertained, and man, I really encourage you to get out and play this game yourself. It's a lot of fun. One of the really neat indie games I've played in a while. Take care.